Hi, this is Keith Bryant from Global SMT, running live here at the IPC Apex show, and I'm with Mike Bixenman, Chief Technology Officer for Kaizen. I want to talk to him about a great new product that they're demonstrating today, but first about the upcoming conference that we have running with the SMTA together with the Smart Group, which is happening in May in Amsterdam, and Mike is the technical chairman for the conference. So, welcome, Mike.
Thanks, Keith. Good to be here.
My first question, I guess, is that perhaps you have just closed one of the keynote speakers. Perhaps you can tell us a little bit about the keynote.
Yeah, well, the SMTA and the Smart Group are putting on a conference in Amsterdam, third week in May, and so one of the things that we're focused on is contamination, cleaning, and coating. And as things become more dense, those particular areas become more important. But part of making a good conference is really understanding what the customer challenges are and some of their research and what they've found. And so we're pretty happy to be able to have two keynotes, one from IBM and one from Siemens, which will be able to give us some insights into some of the research that they're doing, some of the things that they have found, and some of their challenges along the way. So we're pretty happy about that. Plus, in combination with them, we have a pretty good cast of people who will be at the conference, presenting at the conference. I know Doug Pauls and Dave Hillman will be bringing some presentations from Rockwell Collins. We've got some really good research coming out of MPL, and there are a number of good suppliers as well that have some interesting research that we think will be beneficial.
Yeah, and we also have what I believe is a pretty unique workshop.
Yeah.
So you're heavily involved in that. Perhaps you could give us a little bit of detail.
Well, as we look at industry, one of the key things that we always want to do is how can we help the customer? And at our workshop, it's going to be an interesting one because Bob Willis is kind of the leading the workshop, but Dr. Swigert and of Zestron and myself are going to be working in that workshop as well. So there's a combination of two companies which you might say are competitors, but we have a common problem. So we get to bring hopefully a unique perspective to it, and we hope that people will enjoy the opportunity to see how that all works out.
Yeah, I think it's quite a unique thing to have this kind of an event where you have, let's call them at least technical experts from different companies coming together to work in one workshop. Yeah. Normally you'd expect one company to be running one workshop, one company to be running another, maybe Bob to be running the third.
Yeah.
But to bring all of that knowledge and experience together in one half-day workshop, I think is a real coup for the conference.
Well, and the key is to the conference is for the users. It's for the OEMs. It's for the CMs, and we're there to help them, develop the best process they can to solve their challenging problems. And if we can do that in a unique way, everybody benefits.
Yep, that's exactly what a conference should be about, Mike. So thank you very much for giving us that insight. And I'm sure as we get closer to the conference, there'll be more stuff happening. So. Yeah, it's really good. I think a lot of people in Europe are already looking forward to this event.
Yes, good.
So thank you for that. But I just need to, before I let you go, ask you to tell me a little bit about the live demo that you have running on your stand here.
Yeah, we have a relatively new product. It's called the Analyst. Over our history, we basically have made instrumentation to help people control their process. If you're running an aqueous process, one of the critical dynamics is always trying to stay within your upper and lower limits of concentration so that people get good repeatability. We've done that with units that we call process control units, and We've made units that have refractive index. We've made units that control using density. But the analyst allows us to also control using sonic velocity. We can control either a homogeneous product or a microphase product. But more importantly, the analyst allows you to capture the data real time, to collect that data, and to be able to do data analytics with the data and really watch and monitor that over time. And with that particular product, you can upgrade the process control units that you may have in the field, or if you want to use that product, we even, it doesn't matter if you're using our material or somebody else's material, we'll make that unit available to them. So we're pretty excited about the analysts. We do a lot of internal work to really understand how to collect and really engineer products that are really useful for customers, and I think this product is one of those.
Yeah, it sounds like you've got something which is going to keep your process, let's call it, within the window.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
You don't suddenly find out that it's dropped out of the window and you've got a whole load of stuff to re-clean, or you've got a bath that you need to completely dump all the chemistry from. It's almost, we call it Industry 4.0 for cleaning.
Yes, and I was going to say it's part of Industry 4.0. But you know, when you look at cleaning is really about process. You know, and there's a lot of different materials or equipment that have to come together to really make it a good process. One without the other is really not a good process. And so as we look to help customers, if we can help them control their process, if we can help them stay within their process limits, then they get the type of results that they expect and they need consistently over time. And that's what the real goal is to try to, again, derive value for the customer, help them in doing a process that they need to get done, and help them to do it in a way that they get results that are consistent over time.
Well, it sounds like you've got another winner on your hands, sir, so I better let you get back to demonstrating it for everybody.
Well, thank you for the invitation.
Not at all. Thanks for giving us your time.
Okay, you're welcome.
Hi, this is Keith Bryant reporting from Global SMT and Packaging at Apex, signing off for now.